Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. In this video we'll be learning how to make a slide slippers by yourself at home. Join me as we go to Eyefeederz workshop to learn how we can make a slide slippers by ourselves at home. So Eyefeederz, please tell us how to make a slide slippers.
Yes, I'll be taking you through a quick process where you can make your slide slippers at home. First thing you just have to do is for you to get the ready-made slide sole. Then after getting this ready-made slide sole, what you're going to do again, you can just get a sheet of paper for you to cut out the shape of the cup that will be on your slide slippers. And the first thing that you'll be doing is that you take the measurement. You know this is like 1 inch, and you take this also to be 1 inch. Then remember, from here to here will serve as the main cup. Then if you are making for yourself, you can just take a tape rule and measure your leg round to know the exact height that you'll be needing. But if you are not making for yourself, you might need this, like we call this shoe tree. They are wooden leg molds that you can use. So you'll be taking the measurements. So for this one, for this class, we'll be using a shoe mold. Then for here we have a 6 inches. And if you remember, we have our 1 inch and 1 inch. That is 8 inches all together. Then you come around again and take your measurement. The measurement for this side is 4 inches, which is where the cup of the slippers will be entering into. So you come onto your sheet of paper, and what will you be doing? You will draw out a rectangle which will carry the dimension that you've taken, like that you measured earlier. That is 4 by 8 inches. So that is what we are going to be doing now. So I'm taking out the measurement 4 by 8 inches, which is going to give us a perfect rectangle. So when you have the perfect rectangle, which is 4 by 8 inches, then what you will be doing is that you take one as the top and one as the bottom. For here, I'll be taking this at the top and I'll be taking this at the bottom. So from the top to the bottom, down at the bottom, to make it slimmer, you measure a 0.5 inch out, then you measure a 0.5 inch too. Then what you do is that you join it from the top to the tip. And after joining it from the top to the tip, it gives you like a, let me say, like a trapezium shape. So you have like a trapezoidal stuff, like a trapezoidal shape. Then what you come is that you cut it out. Then once you cut it out, you are making use of paper just to serve as a mold or template, so that you won't waste the main leather that you will be using for your cup of the cup of your slide slippers. So now we have our trapezoidal shape for the top of your cup for the slide slippers. Then what will you do, just to make it more accurate? Then you come towards this side, like, you know, this is my top, this is my bottom, so you follow it like this. Then you come to the top, you try and come out with a curve that you have beneath here. Then you come out with a curve. Then when you want to cut it, you fold into 2 equal parts because it is a symmetric shape. Then what you do now is that you trim it out so that you can have the same shape all together. Then you come round like this, then you have it like this. So after having this, you already have the demo for the top of your slide slippers. Then what the next stage, you have to go straight and transfer it to your leather. In this case, we'll be using a genuine synthetic black leather on a black slide sole. So now you can see we've transferred our paper template onto our leather cup that we'll be using. So it's as simple, the job is done. What you just do is that you get a sandpaper. Then the sandpaper, you make sure you sandpaper the edges. You make it a little bit rough. Then you apply gum. You apply the gum well and make sure it's been applied evenly. Then you apply it. Then you come to this also. You can know that what we have the other time is just our 1 inch. So what you also do is that you measure the 1 inch and you know that is where your gum will be getting to. Then you also come here again. You measure your 1 inch and you apply the gum accordingly. So like the gum, make sure it's even, so that when you are it. So what we're going to do after applying the gum is you leave it to dry for a few minutes. Now you can see the gum is dried and is ready for you just to fix it. But just for us to prevent water from entering, then you get a adhesive bond that is water resistant. You put it around the edge of where the cup will be staying. And you start setting from there. Then what you do is just remember we have the top and the bottom. Then you just take it very well. Then make sure it fits into it. Then you hold it firmly for like few seconds for it to bond properly. Then after that, you take it with the same method. Then you bring it down to the other part. We are going to also add the water resistant adhesive bond, just to reinforce the ordinary gum that has been used. Then at this point in time, you have to be very careful so that you won't lose the shape of the slide slippers. So you also hold it firm and you make sure it bonds very well. Now you can see this. Now the cup slippers, you can see it's very ready. It's ready to wear. Then the next thing you can do is that you come again to the next one. Then you follow the same procedure. Sure our viewers can see that. Then again you consider the top and the bottom, and you start again. You make sure it fits in very well, and you hold it firm for a few seconds for it to bond properly. Then you come to the other side again. Then what you do is that you try and pull it up again. You have to be very careful so that you won't lose the shape of the slide slippers. Then you let it fit in again very well. Then you hold it down and let it bond properly. So after that, you come to the finishing stage, which is just where you just get a small sheet of leather, and just get a very small piece of leather. Then you use it to rub off all the excess gums that have stained it when you were applying the gum initially. And now you can see the cleaning is done, and our slide slippers is ready. And you can see now, you can see our wooden leg putting it on. I'm sure our viewers at home will like this. So I'm sure this will serve as a good guide for you to make your own slide slippers.
I'm sure you've learned from this short video. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on how to do simple things online and by yourself at home. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.